All right, what up, everyone? I had this realization, um, just a bit ago, when I kind of woke up this morning. You know that video I made on True Opens. Um, I was thinking about it, and the True Opens really do drive the market. Like ICT posted this on Twitter. Um, this 2022 model. He posted this. And the fascinating thing about this 2022 model, you guys might see it right here where we sweep out this low. We get this break of this high. And then we end up using this for value gap. The fascinating thing about this, guys, is when you add true open theory into the mix, things get very, very interesting very fast. Let me show you. So we have this 2022 gap. You can see we perfectly tap it. But here's what's really interesting about this is, where's 2022 gap? Here's what's really interesting is if we add using true opens. First of all, true session opens right here. Where does the manipulation occur for this move higher? Below the true open, right? So you can kind of see how inducements below true opens here. I'll show you, and then I'll show you this next thing here, which is that 752. So 752, and then 758. So 758 is the true open of 22-minute cycle. 752 is the true open of the 90-minute cycle. And look at that. Where does the inducement occur? Below both of those. And so what I'm realizing, guys, is true opens, they're what's efficiently driving the market. Look at this. The true opens are how manipulation is identified for smart money. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's easier said than done, and it's hindsight, but it goes to show how powerful true opens really are. You can see that the manipulation and the inducement both interacted with the true opens. Do you guys see what I'm saying? So here's the true open at 730, manipulation, we induced that low. Then what happens? 752, 758 form, we induce the low after we get that. So this is what day means when he says time then price. Or I don't know, maybe not day or whatever, but true opens. Valuable stuff. I didn't watch that video, but you got my interest now. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. The true opens, they really tell you where the entry's gonna be. If you pair them all, okay, 730 true open, manipulation, break of structure. When do we get the inducement? After 752, after 758, inducement, boom. And so, yeah, true opens, they really drive the market. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gary, what do you think of this, bro? True opens, they basically tell you where and when the manipulation is going to occur when you pair them all together, right? When did this soup happen? After 7:30, we get the manipulation. When did this soup happen? After the 90-minute true open, after the 22-minute true open, inducement into the 2022 gap. So definitely interesting. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys that the way that these markets kind of have this. And then what happened? Then we expand up to the 4th standard deviation. So it's like crazy how perfect these markets actually are when you really think about it. And we hit OTE. This definitely deserves a screenshot. I mean, very, 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 very clean. Very, very clean. This like I had this realization this morning, like true opens, they really do, if they're what efficiently drive price action, it's what tells smart money where to induce, right? It tells smart money where do you put the limit order. Okay, let's go ahead and screenshot this. Yeah, let's get a dub today. I'm gonna get up. Let's see. I'm gonna put up my phone. I'm gonna get out Top Step, and then yeah, we're gonna lock in here. So let's make a new folder for today really quick. And I have all the sticky notes, so the risk hopefully won't be that much of an issue. And yeah. Okay. So true opens, efficiently driving. Okay, let's go ahead, put this up. Let's delete all of this now. So what I noticed so far today is we do have the RTH gap below. And we are above true session open, true week open, true day open, and true month open. So just a interesting idea, interesting thought that all that is occurring. Once again, like I said, like I learned from yesterday, market open might not be what delivers price. We might need to manipulate at market open, and then 10 a.m. will expand us possibly lower. So it's just something that I've been learning over time is like you're not always going to get market open. A lot of time market open, yeah, or market open's gonna manipulate, not expand a decent amount of time. That's actually normal for that to happen. So it's something I need to be aware of. Like market open, it's kind of expect it to go the opposite way of where you're thinking. And then 10 a.m. will go which way you're thinking. Alright, daily loss limit is set on personal. I got the whole setup on my phone. Let's pull up Top Step. And then we'll get set up here. Then we'll start doing some analysis. Once again, I am expecting some kind of reversal at some point, whether that be at market open or 10 a.m. Most likely 10 a.m. Like yesterday was a great example of how you really do have to wait for market open. I mean, wait for 10 a.m. sometimes. Okay. So anyway, you can kind of see how what I was talking about here. We actually have the true month open all the way down here. And yeah, like I've been saying, true opens, I've really been having this realization lately that they really do drive price. They tell you where the inducements are going to occur. So yeah, with this RTH gap below and then being above these true opens, I'm kind of just waiting for a higher time from confirmation and then getting on side with price. We might need to sweep out these highs here. Right, this is previous day high. Yeah. So previous day high. Previous day high, it might actually just be an inducement. Like, it might actually just be an inducement of previous day's high. And I kind of use inducement and manipulation interchangeably because inducement is just a lower time frame manipulation, kinda. So it's like the same thing. All right, where's previous day's high? So I'm gonna do a practice round of calculating the risk. So let's say I was souping this high or something. Alright, 1. Okay, and it tells me right here. So I risk 20 on top step and then 1 on personal. Wow, did the volatility get to be less in the last day? Let's say I was taking this trade. Oh my gosh, 1.8? I barely even have 1.8 on here. It's all the way right here. But yeah, I can just read that. 36 on top step, 1 on personal. Alright, we're going to be set. For risk, we're going to be able to do risk. It's not going to be that big a deal today. Or any other day ever. I have all the sticky notes right here. I have sticky notes for all the different risks. I might need to get some more for like if it's over 2. But whatever. So yeah. Now we just kind of just chill and wait. Let me know what you guys are thinking, but I'm probably going to be anticipating a reversal at some point. Probably 10 a.m. And if you think about it, so let's get rid of this for now because we can get it back pretty easily by doing Control Z. If you think about it, now on one hand, daily chart, you could definitely make the case that daily chart, maybe we're respecting this gap, but, or I guess this gap, but on the 4-hour, kind of looks like we broke structure and now we have a 2022 gap to the downside. So I definitely could see this being some kind of inducement and reversal. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I'm not sure. Actually not sure. But I mean, we have the RTH gap below. And we have all those, we're above all those true opens. So here's what's actually possible, very possible. We might not actually go to previous day's high because, think about it, S&P's already taken previous day's high. So what does that mean? That means that there's SMT forming. Which means we might actually just use the rejection block. it's possible we might actually only use the rejection block. I don't want to have too much lines on my chart, so I'm actually probably just gonna remove these, or I'll just drag them over. Yeah, I'll just drag them out of the way. Just drag them over here. And if I need them, I'll drag them back over. But I just want to keep my chart clean. So get out of my way. And then yeah, same with the RTH gap. Like I kind of know where it is, so I'm just gonna bring it out of the way now because I kind of know where it is. So now, once again, we have SMT with this high here. It'll be very interesting to see, like, if this. It'd be very interesting to see if this rejection block held, right? If it did, then we'd have Phoenix model with previous day's high. Almost feels a little too easy, but hey, I'm not complaining. So we left consequent encroachment there. Remember, we're above 730. So honestly, this could be a soup right here, right? This could be a soup. I think I might take this on my just for fun account, like just in case. With a super tight stop, just in case this ended up being the high. Yeah, because I won't be risking that much at all, actually. Because I'll probably do stuff like this. Yeah, if we do that, if we do soup this high, I'm gonna take this on I'll take that on personal with a super tight stop. So won't even be hardly risking anything, but it'd be my just for fun trade for the day. Right now we are getting SMT here. Oh, I see. Wait. So this is a $40 stop on personal. It's a $20 stop. This is a $10 stop. That's probably what I'd do, like that. I don't know. That might be dumb. I don't know. Not necessarily. I'm just gonna stop talking. I'm just waiting. So yeah, this is gonna be probably pretty boring. I'm not going for shorts yet. I'm gonna be waiting for 10 a.m. reversal and then look for shorts. Does that make sense? So probably Judas swing at market open. Maybe we pop up higher. And what I'm saying is I think that we will have a higher time frame reversal. Might not. Maybe it won't happen at 10 a.m. Maybe it'll happen at 11 a.m. I think that we will have a higher time frame reversal though. Yeah, I guess let's just be patient, watch, and honestly just do nothing. That's all trading is, really. This could be a 2022 gap. Only thing is, it's not. This is Q1 of the new 90-minute cycle. Once again, I'm essentially the reason I'm KXVO. I'm basically waiting for a higher time frame reversal. That's why. I think we will reverse on the higher time frame. Probably either a market open or at 10 a.m. Oh yeah, we gotta check the news. Empire State Manufacturing Index. It already came out. Kind of too lazy to post it, so. Alright, kind of just gonna be tape reading to see what happens at this gap. I have no idea. Seems like it's not that great of a 2022 model. Maybe it is. Yeah, we're just waiting. We're just chilling. Right now, we're kind of just accumulating. So. Once again, trading is boring. It's kind of supposed to be boring. I'm trying not. I'm gonna try not to do things that would not align with my back testing. I mean, that's just kind of obvious. Should go without saying. But yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know. I have to try and really. I don't even know. These sub accounts that I'm trying to have, I might need to just say, yo, the sub accounts are for only like outside of New York session or something, because I don't know. I just don't want to just do something dumb just because it's a sub account. So, hey, what up? How's it going, Mayank Singh Kati? So right now we're just kind of accumulating. We do have a key level right here, so we might take that. Okay, yeah, like I said, this is gonna be probably pretty boring. Hey, what up, Kirk? You're not first. Oh, man. This is so boring. So we could do some more looking around on the charts here. Once again, I'm being very thoughtful because we are above essentially every single true open and the RTH gap. So it's maybe a possibility that we do sweep previous day's high and then reverse. But kind of just keeping an open mind here. We might need to get a Judas swing first, which means market open might deliver us higher. And if that's the case, maybe we use this 15-minute gap to deliver us higher, and then we go lower. Bruh. What? I can't believe you spent the time to edit that picture, Kirk. That's so funny. This is, yeah, I don't know, guys. This is really boring. I do think a higher time frame will reverse coming up, probably at 10 a.m. Market open we might create a Judas swing. You know, 5-minute gap here. You can see how we're respecting it. So 30-second change in state to the upside will possibly end up creating this Judas swing here. I know. It still sucks though. So yeah, like I said, this we're probably gonna create the Judas swing here. Going into market open. So 5 minute 30-second change in state here. If I had to guess. If I had to guess, this will probably take us back up to this high. Reasoning is because this is a 5-minute gap, and I think that market open is gonna keep manipulating us higher. So what is up with you guys? Perfect. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today, but I do want to maybe do that at some point. It's so funny you guys all just say first. But yeah, like I said, there's nothing really. Once again, it's just accumulation right now. I don't even think I should be tape reading stuff that's not obvious. There's nothing obvious here. It's just accumulation. Once again, we are above 7th. We're above, like, essentially every single true open we're above. I really want to see 922 and then 928 true opens form, because that's going to be really helpful for identifying the manipulation. 922, I want to see 922. I actually don't even know what the other true open is. So 922. So if market open manipulates, then I want to see 928 true open get induced. But if 10 a.m. manipulates, then 951 true open. Make sense? And yes, true opens are actually very important. Like, I've been having this realization over the past couple days, but like, your entry is going to perfectly basically induce a true open, your ideal entry. And it's just something I've realized over time. Like this. Well, I was just telling them about this, but like, you guys see this here. This was like literally not even 2 hours ago, but you see how the manipulation occurred right after 7:30 true open. Bang, break of structure for value get formed, and then what happens? 7:52 true open, 7:58 true open. The inducement occurs below both of those. So you see how you use this as just like basically your treasure map, you could say. That's why I like true opens a lot. As of right now, we're still accumulating. So, yeah, where's 922? Okay, we got 922 now. So this is going to serve as a nice reference point. Yeah, end of story. This is going to serve as a nice reference point. No further complications needed. This is a nice reference point. So this might be inducement to go back up now because it went below this. Boring. We are just being bored because that's how we make money. Looks like we'll manipulate up to previously high and come down. I'm honestly thinking the same exact thing, bro. I did some analysis. I'll show you guys my analysis. Not necessarily analysis, but just kind of like observed higher time frame, like what from a. I'll just show you. It's not worth trying to use too many brain cells trying to explain. Obviously, right now we're expanding higher, but we're above every single higher time frame true open with the RTH gap below. So honestly, like you said, I could see previous day's high getting manipulated, and then maybe 10 a.m. expansion back down, or maybe market open expands down. Just to be determined, honestly. But yeah, as far as like higher time frame goes, this RTH gap is really obvious. It's like a fair value gap on the 4 hour. So I could definitely see us reversing. I don't know when. But yeah, once again, we might need to create the Judas swing. It's always valuable to see, okay, is there like a 1 minute propulsion block? Yeah, maybe like this. I know this might not be the most obvious thing in the world, but this is mostly just a tape read, but OB and then this kind of the PB. Yeah, this is mostly a tape read, guys. But could this create the Judas swing? It very possibly could. Once again, mostly just a tape read here. I'm not looking to take anything, especially with how price action looks right now. We just took 830. Oh yeah, and look, the new week, we have a new week opening gap. We're back testing here, so it kind of fits in line with that. On the Mag 7, we have pretty good resistance. We'll probably only move 70, 80 points if we're coming down 20 on ES. Makes sense. Oh, you know what's probably going on right here? So we're probably, looks like we swept liquidity into the low, and then we're using the fair value gap. Okay, so this is very obvious. See this? See why we're expanding here? This fair value gap, right? You see the fair value gap in the fair value gap partition. So yeah, I think we'll go higher. Market open in 2 minutes. Maybe we'll sweep liquidity one more time. We'll see. I don't know. To be determined. Once again, this is mostly a tape read here. Yeah. New week opening gap. Okay, 928, guys. 928 right here. This is the 22-minute true open. And let's look for SMTs. We do have a bullish SMT with this low. So once again, kind of just tape reading price right now, but I think we'll go higher upon market open. It's a 1 minute propulsion block, and then we're getting SMT with this low. So maybe this will be inducement. Just a thought that this could be inducement on market open. Okay, let's see if this happens. So tape read that did not hold. But yeah, higher time frame. I was bearish. I am bearish when eventually we're gonna get this reversal. Could be maybe market open's gonna be causing it. I don't know. But look at this, by the way. You see how the true opens together identified the manipulation, right? Bang. But yeah, this is why I'm tape reading right now, because there is nothing obvious, guys. Nothing at all. So yeah, honestly, I'm waiting for 10 a.m. I still think we might need to create the Judas swing here. Or maybe this is the Judas swing lower to go higher. Right now we are forming SMT. So we could look for SMT taking this low. Maybe this ends up going higher. But once again, I think this is kind of what I wanted to see. I wanted to see reversal, because once again, I showed you guys my higher time frame analysis, like eventually we're going to come back, reverse, and fill this RTH gap. I'm just not sure if it's market open that wants to do this, or if it's the 10 a.m. that wants to do it, or if it's 11 a.m. that wants to do it, right? I don't know. And that's why I just chill. That's why I'm just chilling, because nothing is obvious right now. But I think eventually we're going to get a reversal back into the RTH gap. So how's the 15-minute look? 15-minute, yeah, honestly looks pretty bearish here. I'm not necessarily bearish, but like if this inversed, we could get movement lower, because this is going to be previous day's high SMT if this ended up holding, right? Considering possibilities and just being thoughtful. Once again, though, maybe this is Judas swing. I don't know. Okay, looks like maybe we're getting that SMT. Once again, the faster we can identify SMT, the better. Okay, so we do have SMT here. Alright, looks like we're getting SMT here. So 5-minute gap. Actually, 5-minute gap here. Kind of nice. First position for value gap hit. Ooh, thank you, Snowman. I appreciate it. Yeah, first position for value gap did just get hit. Once again, still price action is not looking favorable for me. I'm not looking to take a trade in this. So, if we are manipulating, maybe we'll continue higher. So now we've probably taken 730 true open. Once again, guys, patience is everything in trading. It really is. So we just took 730 and took this low here. I'm not really liking the price action right now. It's not really favorable for me. To me, it kind of feels like this was accumulation, and now this is manipulation. Did we get SMT with YM? Because this looks like a possible manipulation. Yeah, we're getting a fat SMT with YM. $90-minute SMT with YM. So we might get a break of structure now. We just swept out that low. So maybe like a 30-second break of structure. Oh my gosh, I can't ever find any of my templates. Once again, I don't feel any need to rush into a trade or anything like that. Nothing obvious. Nothing obvious to me. You know what would be kind of cool though, and I would actually like not mind at all. 922 right here. Let's say we ended up getting SMT at the high. Yeah, we're definitely forming SMT here. Just kind of being patient, kind of just seeing what could happen here. Oh wow, YM is creating a crazy SMT. Whenever YM does that, that's honestly pretty bearish. Like, or whenever it makes that crazy SMT like that, that's pretty telling. Then again, I don't know. I'm just kind of being patient, waiting for something obvious. So now we definitely have SMT with ES. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Nothing's obvious, and I don't want to force anything. I'm honestly waiting for 10 a.m. so kind of looks like on the 1 minute chart, it's kind of, you took a scalp in the first and for ViGap. Nice, dude. Yeah, that's clean. Yeah, look at that. That was actually really nice, Snowman. That's actually really nice. Oh, this 15-second change in state. So next true open will be 9:51. Yeah, that was a nice first position for ViGap scalp. I should use micros to hold longer. Yes, you should. Yes, you absolutely should. And you can always scale out. It's never all or nothing. Like, guys, you have to realize that me doing nothing is exactly what I want to do when I don't know. Oh, wait, this is actually nice momentum with an SMT. Oh my gosh. This is pretty good. I just hate 1 minute inversions if they don't work. 'Cause I guess we have stacked SMTs. Oh my gosh. This is pretty good. I don't know. There's no reason not to take it. I'm just kind of, I don't know, being a little baby, I guess, but it's pretty good. Wow, it's failing. Yeah, see, I just don't like 1 minute inversions. I hate them, bro. I hate 1 minute inversions. They make me so mad. Cause when they fail, I just feel like I was just used. I feel like I was used. When these 1 minute inversions fail, I feel used. I don't know. It's just hard to explain, but it's like I've seen too many inversions on the pattern looking 1 minute inversions fail that I just don't like taking them anymore. I don't like taking them. And now if it's a 5 minute inversion or a 3 minute inversion, that's a little different, but so now we have another SMT. We're below 730. I don't know. I kind of feel like we got to wait for 10 a.m. or at least 9:51 because that's the next true open. So actually, I'm going to pull up 730 again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, we don't get a nice 30-second. Ah. I was gonna take this 30-second inversion actually. Yeah, that's why I was getting it out. Okay. Swept out the low. Alright, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill out. First presented for value gap once again. We might use this again. First presented for value gap. Maybe upon an inversion and retest of the first presented for value gap, we do something there. We do have a 90-minute SMT here. Yeah, look, this is not 732. Ooh, yeah. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. 90-minute SMT here. Alright, so we got 90-minute sweep with 90-minute SMT. Honestly, if we get break of structure off of at 10 a.m., I'm liking this. Where's 90-minute sweep? I'll just do a... Now, once again, I honestly am bearish because the RTH gap, remember? The RTH gap below. So we might have had 5-minute break of structure. Oh, you know what? We had a 3-minute. Ooh. Yeah, look, there's a 3-minute 2022 gap right here. We swept out liquidity. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Oh, man, I missed that. Right? That was a nice 2022 gap. Okay. SMT happened right here. Okay, this is looking kind of... Once again, we are above all the other true opens. Man, first center for value gap doing its job. But the thing about this is, even though we have the RTH gap below and all the higher time frame true opens below, it might not get completely filled until maybe like 11 a.m. right? This could be a manipulation leg before move higher, before the actual move that fills the RTH gap. It's always possible. I'm still noting this 90-minute SMT. Oh my gosh, End Dog. Okay, yo, End Dog. We got an End Dog here. We have gotten End Dog. We're below 730, and we have a 90-minute SMT into it. Okay. All right, I want to see a break structure, then a for value at form, and then I'm in. I think that's the move. I'm loving this End Dog. Where's the 90-minute SMT? Yeah, I'm going to look for this reversal in the 10 a.m. I think this is where we're going to take our trade here. Right? Because we have the End Dog here. We have the 90-minute SMT. I'm going to just execute when we get this, if we get it. $9.51. Okay, $9.51 is the true open for this last. So we do have a 5-minute gap there. 5-minute gap, 30-second change in state. Is it obvious enough, though? Is it obvious enough? Okay, I'm going to take this. .5, .4. .4, that's... Okay, 8 on Top Step. I might take this as a Jan entry. Okay, I'm gonna chill out. Oh my gosh. This is too stressful. 5-minute. Yeah. So we got a 30-second change in state here. Let's go.
Order filled.
I'm in. So you guys see what I did, right? 30-second change in state off the 5-minute gap, delivering from an End Dog with sequential SMT. Let's just target, yeah. We can go break even here. Yeah, let's just you could target the 4th, but I love the sequential SMT. I love the delivery from the End Dog. I love how it's going into the macro. These are all reasons that I took this and not the other ones. So you could go break even there. You might want to go break even at this high, though. I think that's what I'll do, is I'll go break even at that high. But it's kind of moving slow. Why is it moving like this? Why is it moving so slow? All right, when we hit this high, I'm gonna go break even. Actually, when we hit the bodies, okay, I'm gonna go break even here. So now I'm in risk free, and let's set take profit at the second standard deviation. We just inverse the first presented for value gap. We are forming SMT here. We're forming a fat SMT. I'm not gonna lie, I might get out. Oh, that SMT is fat. Then again, I think maybe we just take the trade as is. Okay, I'm going to get out of this trade here. Actually, we'll trail it. We'll just put a trail in. I'm getting out of this trade here because yeah, I'm getting out of this trade here because yeah, let's just get out. Okay, so I'm done. Yeah, I'm done with this trade because I don't trust this SMT. This is looking like a fat SMT. Obviously we're just slowing down. This placement's not there, so I'm out on that 1R. So that was a nice little 1R there. 1.3R. All right, 2-minute walk. Thanks, Cotty. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If we had better displacement, I'd consider holding. But this is just not just good displacement, really. Oh my gosh, it's gonna go to the second, huh? Well, I'll journal it. All right. Whew, that was kind of stressful. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of stressful. Okay, I'm gonna make some water. Let's see if anyone said anything. Breathe, young Jedi. The Force is strong with you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, that was kind of stressful. Like I said, I don't trust how slow it's moving. I don't trust it. It's suspicious, especially because I am bearish. Like on the higher time frame, I think we'll get a reversal because we're above every single true open. The RTH gap is below. I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious. Oh my gosh. Caught the shorts entering longs right now. Dang, good job, bro. I could have held this, but dude, sometimes you just gotta preserve games when you just want to win. When you just feel like you just need a win, you like you don't want to press the market for more than what you like. You just want to have a win. That's honestly psychologically it's a big deal. So I just took it. I just took a 1.3, took profit at the end there. No regrets. Yeah, man, it helped a lot. It helped a lot. I was just able to look at the sticky note right here, and then instantly be able to calculate the risk. So, yeah, that was really really smart, Gary. So for reference, so basically this 0.4. So what this is it says quantity, and it tells me how many micro contracts to be buying on my personal. And so the reason it's micros is because I just did since I want to do 40 risk per micro on personal, then I have 400 on I put 400 in on, and it does the conversion automatically. But what I was the reason I'm pulling this camera over is because, yeah, I just have a whole bunch of sticky notes here. So. Next time you gotta hold it when you get more comfortable / get a buffer. Exactly. Yeah. Today was obvious because of seasonal tendency. Yeah. No, I mean, obviously, clearly in hindsight, like, this would have been a good one to hold, and yeah, I kind of knew that it would be good to hold, but I don't know. Sometimes when you just want to win, sometimes you just let yourself take a win. I'm just saying. Sometimes you just need a win just to psychologically get yourself back on track. So, but yeah, from a psychological point of view, I don't really regret taking the win and just letting it be a 1.3R. I think that was fine. Especially because I had no idea if we were going to end up forming SMT with this high and then reversing. So, man, it's still going. Oh my gosh, I should have just trailed. Imagine if I just trailed the stop. I should have maybe just trailed stop on half. Dang it, man. Nice, Shaney, nice. Man, this is definitely one of those situations where I'm proud of myself, but also like could have easily trailed the stop here. Could have easily trailed the stop. I'm okay with what happened here. I'm fine with the 1.3R and just understanding that my progress might be slow, but I want to just keep getting better one day at a time. So, but sometimes just psychologically, until I get super good at trading, psychologically, sometimes you just want to take a win. Makes sense. You're holding till that last Sibby on the 1 hour? Nice. Yeah, so I can take another trade today, right? Because I have unlimited break-evens and wins. That's the beauty of the way that I trade is I have unlimited break-evens and wins. So theoretically, I can take another trade. Like, let's say we get another trade in the 11 a.m. Macro, then maybe I'll take another one. But as of right now, I'm pretty chill, pretty content, pretty happy with how I took that. Obviously, it was kind of. I mean, I'm proud of myself. So, obviously, I could have held it, but I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't bullish. So, bro, I just cleared my 3 account phase 1. Let's go, Kidar, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, it really was kind of similar to yesterday. Just tapped NWOG 10-3. Am I shadow banned? No, I see all your messages, bro. I see everything. Oh, imagine all the people trilling their stops. The world would be full of happiness and rainbows. I didn't see that. I didn't see that, Kirk. In my shadow band, I just didn't see it. I mean, genuinely though, like, it's probably worth trailing stop at least like on half. You know what I mean? Because then on days like on situations like this, it's like, wow, that was clearly a good situation to trail stop. Especially any trade going into that 10 a.m. macro, trailing stop and just holding it really is not a bad idea. It really isn't. Because that 10 a.m. macro is usually going to be the entry for like. A lot of time it can be the entry for the entire day. It's really not that bad. Oh, yeah, bro. It would have been so goated. Could you imagine? Imagine if I just trailed. But it's okay. I'm not upset at all, man. I'm just happy and content with a win. Yeah, but I honestly high time frame. I'm suspicious, dude. I'm suspicious. I guess maybe yeah. Oh well, I guess actually the reason this is working out so well is, like I said, this was I said in the market recap yesterday that this is a 4-hour gap that's been used 3 times. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. And so supercharged, and then we got a 15-minute inversion here. So actually it makes a lot of sense actually why we delivered higher. Imagine all the people trailing stops and holding hands. No wick on 10 a.m. open. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of suspicious. I mean, then again, this is a supercharged 4-hour gap, so could we deliver higher? Yeah, honestly, we could. But we're above every single true open. Every single one. I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted. I'm honestly kind of conflicted. I'm not quite sure what to think. Yeah. 10 a.m. is just continuation. Don't have to do any manipulation. Yeah. That makes sense, Shani. You know what might have happened is that first presented for value gap. We might have back tested it. Oh wait, I thought this was the first presented for value gap. This is not the first presented. Do you know why? Do you know why this one isn't? It's because it's including the 929 candle in the sequence of 3. So actually, this is the first presented, and then we inversed it, and then we back tested it, and then we probably got 5-second change in state out of it. First strike really isn't amazing. First strike really is an amazing model. Like, wow. Do you know the RR that you could get on this? I honestly, so much of the time you have no drawdown on first strike. It's ridiculous. Like, this is no drawdown whatsoever. First presented for value gap. We inverse it, back test it, change in state. Oh my gosh. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Kind of cool how my trade had no drawdown, though. Oh yeah, I gotta put this up here. I gotta keep my personal account ready is what I'm trying to say, because you never know when we could get another trade. I took the short off that 930 bearish FEG to the true week and to end our October 13th RTH gap. Dang, bro. Okay, my phone is having issues. I'm gonna restart my phone. Might just do Tradeovate on my computer for now. Oh, I feel kind of sick. And I know why. Which iPhone do I have? I think it's iPhone 13. I don't know, I got it a long time ago. Nope, it's not the 17. Alright, so if I execute a trade today, it's gonna be on my computer. Another trade I meant, because I already executed the trade. Okay, so yeah. How many computers you have? I have two monitors on either side, and then I connect my laptop to both of them. I don't have an iPhone 17. That was Shani. I have iPhone 13. I have iPhone 1 first generation. No, I'm just suspicious because the reason I'm suspicious is because we are above every single true open. It's like every single one. True month open, true week open, true day open, true session open. Honestly, I could see this if there's an 11 a.m. reversal. It might be a reversal for. It might be a higher time frame reversal if there's an 11 a.m. reversal. I could see it, but I also as well. I'm not quite sure because you never know when the market's this bullish. You don't know when it's just gonna end. It might never end. This might just stay bullish. I mean, we used this 4-hour gap 3 times, so this is very strong. I just don't know. But definitely might keep going up. Actually, yeah, it probably will. Oh, I'll be right back. ES inverse the daily FG, so I want to see if we continue to hold. Giving me signs, otherwise I'm going to cut the trade short. Yeah, honestly, I could see continuation to the upside because this is a pretty clear 4-hour supercharged gap. That's the name of it that I call it, right? When we reclaim a gap 3 times. You can see we reclaimed this gap once, twice, 3 times. It's called a supercharged, and these gaps form very strong models off of them. So, like for instance, there's probably a 15-minute change in state here. So this this model is very, very strong in my eyes. Oh, but we could definitely see a reversal out of this because this is the second standard deviation of the model. Ooh, this is actually... Yeah, we could definitely see a reversal off the second standard deviation of this. Honestly, guys. When we're above every single true open. Every single one. The last FEG high on the 1 hour. That's cool. So you think we'll keep going through? I mean, yeah, we definitely got some kind of... We got a sweep, displacement higher. This 5-minute gap, somewhat likely to hold, I would say. One minute gap. Yeah. Man, maybe I should have just held the initial entry. Dang it. It's always kind of lame when you could have just trailed the stop, but you know, we can't get upset about every little thing I do, everything I do wrong. I'm never gonna be perfect, you know. Yeah, nice little 1 minute for bag up. If it's showing sign, it will go higher at least till PM session. I will hold. See, I could see this being a 1 minute, 5 second model here. And then we go higher. I'm at 1 minute, 15 second. Jake it holding a suspension block. Check. Whoa. That's a clean suspension block, bro. That's clean. Ice cream sandwich block doing its job. Clean as heck, dude. Suspension block. Alright. Nothing obvious. Dude, I executed that trade that I took like an assassin. That was awesome. Okay, one thing I'm curious about is seeing how far up the fourth standard deviation is of this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're not at the fourth standard deviation. We'll probably go higher. Yeah, Shaney, I don't mind the suspension block on the 1 minute. And then 15-second change in state. Where's the true open? Oh, we don't have a true open yet. Yeah, I mean, I follow market structure because, like, if I'm trading a 2022 model, then yeah, I want to pay attention to market structure. I mean, it's all connected, so yeah, of course I look at market structure. Man, I wanted to see this 15-second change in state get tapped. Yeah, we are chopping a lot. This is not, once again, if this came and tapped this is mostly just a tape read. No, it is 100% a tape read, but I just want to see, like, yeah, maybe this 15-second change of state off the suspension block. Maybe this is nice. We have any news coming out? No. I checked already. This might be like 8R. Okay, this actually could be a just for fun trade. because I could see this being a continuation type of thing. Yeah, and then this would actually... I'd only have to risk 20. I don't know, this is just a thought, right? Suspension block, 15-second change in state, we could induce this low. I might take this as a personal, just for fun entry. And then hold it for the 7th standard deviation, maybe. Oh yeah, makes sense. So if we induce this low, I'm going to do a just for fun entry on personal. And yeah. Meaning it's not like, I'm not counting it as a real trade, it's just like a, I have sub accounts specifically for this. So this is not... Oh man, I don't even know how to explain it. Honestly, I don't need to explain it. As far as you guys are concerned, this is not a trade I'm actually taking. Tape read. TGR lost 150K? Oh my gosh. That sucks, bro. That sucks. Poor guy. Shaney, what? Are you a millionaire yet? You a millionaire? Yeah, Snowman just told me. Oh my gosh, bro. Poor guy. Dang, man. That's kind of sad. So yeah, this is just a tape read. If this, I'm curious if we, we have a 1 minute suspension block. I'm curious if this 15-second change state will hold. But yeah, I already kind of took my trade for the day, so probably like losing $20 to us. I don't know. I feel like that's a lot, but what do I know? Yeah, this is just a tape read, guys. Basically, I'm curious if we come down here. This would be just a tape read, but I'm curious if we come down here, if we induce this low into the change in state, if that would hold. What up, Hyper? Basically, right now, I'm just chilling. We're just watching the market, looking like a consolidation. I took a trade today, got 1.3R, very happy about it, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was super it was stressful, but I'm glad it worked. I'm glad it worked out. But yeah, I'm tape reading this, not taking this for real, because it's just chop, but oh, you took the first loss? I want to see 1052. What was the first loss most ICT traders took? What was the first loss? The 1 minute inversion? What was the first loss? Check the Tuesday end dog just for fun. I'm tape reading this right now, but so if we induce this low, it's probably this is how I would do this. Because the whole idea is they were all bearish. I mean, I was kind of bearish, but I was open-minded to both sides. I mean, as far as I can tell, like, you know, we are above like every single true open, and the RTH gap is below, but so that's why I was considering being bearish. 944. Oh yeah, I saw that. Where was it? The woman, I just didn't think it was obvious enough. The whatever it was, a 30-second or a 1 minute change in state. I wasn't convinced it was obvious enough. I took the next one. All right, we might come down and induce this low. Yeah, this is looking like a soup. This is looking like a soup. This is looking like a yummy, yummy soup. But I want to see the 1052 True Open form as the thing. So maybe this won't be a soup because once again, True Open. I want to see that 1052 True Open. But it might be a soup. Yeah, it's looking like a soup, bro. I mean, if I could do YouTube full time, bro, I would love to do YouTube full time. That's why I do YouTube every day. Yes, you did, Gary. Yes, you did. Yes, sir. Dang, this actually failed. Yeah, once again, just a tape read here. Yeah, like I said, that's why I tape rated this because it's low time frame. Wasn't sure. Still could hold. This will be very interesting to see if this ends up delivering. You're shorting? Thinking we could get expansion to the upside here. This is going into the macro, so. You secretly trade support and resistance supply demand also. Cool. I have nothing against support and resistance as long as you know what you're doing. Hey, yo, Javier. You called that, bro. You called that. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to be done for the day. But yeah, very good day. Very good day. A lot of chop here. Nothing obvious here. It's a lot of chop. Nothing good looking. This is sorry. I can't speak. I don't know why I said sorry. Nothing good looking here. Some ugly looking. That's an ugly looking chart. Alright, you're gonna head out? Alright. I need to journal my trade. And I need to post on Twitter. Alright, bet. Sounds good. Good to see you, bro. But yeah. These candles looking ugly, bro. These candles looking ugly. But yeah. Pretty solid day, guys. We did good. Shaney's good looking, but these frickers are not good looking. They are not good looking. These candles, man. Nah, ain't it? We still are diverging here. We're still bullishly diverging. Who knows? We could get movement higher, but once again, guys. Look at this chop. Look at this. This ain't it. This ain't it. I'm not taking anything in here. This ain't it. For me. Dude, Javier, you're cooking. Javier's cooking. Javier, you're cooking, bro. Javier, you're cooking. Impressive, bro. Impressive short. Very impressive. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll come back and then I'll do my little spreadsheet stuff and journal. Dude, Javier. You're actually cooking. This is crazy. All right. Time to journal. We still are not moving here. What the heck? All right. Let's go ahead and get the spreadsheet up, and then I'll be done. So 130% win, all off at 1.3 R. Or something like that. Okay. So flow state close. What happened was we had a 5-minute gap, 30-second change of state going into the macro. I'm a baby goat. We've been over this. I'm a baby goat. The logic behind it was this. We were delivering... Okay. Yeah, logic behind it is... Okay, there's actually a lot of logic to it. First of all, this trade was nice because we had already seen two not as good setups fail before the macro. This one, we were going into the macro, and we were delivering from the end dog with 90-minute SMT, with which gave me a ton of conviction. I could have trailed my stop and absolutely would have banked, but I am content with the 1.3 R that I took. In the future, when I take a trade, that is part of the 10 a.m. macro, I should possibly consider trailing my stop more often, because today was the perfect example of how that would have been extremely beneficial. Love TGR, he starts by saying, if you trade yesterday Monday, you're stupid, then proceed to lose 150K. Well, I don't get why. Here's the thing. If I was rich, I would not risk more trading. Okay, this is going to be a little tiny sub-rant here. But if I'm rich, right, I don't care about risking more, right? I'm already making a full-time income trading. Why do I need to be a quadrillionaire? I don't need to risk 150K in a day. I could risk 5 or 10K, be totally content, and live a very happy life as a full-time trader, risking 5 or 10K a day, and I never have to worry one bit about ever being broke ever again. Why do I need to I just don't understand. Like, I feel like risking 150K in a day, at least in my opinion, it's just I would never do it, because by the time I'm making real money, I'm never going to lose that money. I'm just going to basically risk such a small amount that I'm completely emotionless, and I can make a full-time income from trading and never, I want to get to the point where I can have a full-time income from trading and then never lose that money ever again. I'm not giving it back to the market, right? I'm only going to risk like super small, like a very small percent of my net worth, because you don't need to. You don't need to. Yeah, I don't need to risk 150K in a day. I just risk 5 to 10K. I could hit big RR trades. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't get it. Like, for me, like, I would never want to go back to being broke. I would never, once I make it and I'm rich, I never want to go back to being, I never ever want to risk it. I never want to risk being a full-time trader, because the issue is you could risk 150K a day, but why? Why do you need to be a quadrillionaire? I'd rather just have a stable life as a full-time trader and never have to worry about it. Kirk, you won't be a guru with that attitude. I don't need the Lambo. I just want to be a full-time trader. I just want to be able to chill and provide for myself through trading. I don't really care about being a quadrillionaire. Yeah, like, I'm gonna be de-risking, guys. That's just all I'm saying. I'm gonna be de-risking, and then I'm just gonna enjoy my, like, being a full-time trader and never having to be broke again. That's the dream. I don't care. I mean, the thing about trading is I can de-risk and then set a separate account specifically that I use for Kelly scaling, which is basically, like, if you guys don't know what that is, it's like mathematical optimized growth. I make a separate account for that, and I don't touch it, and I don't look at it, and I just say, okay, that's going to be a mathematical optimized growth account. Whatever is in there stays in there. That's what's going to make me rich. I don't want to risk more than I need in a day to make my, expenses or whatever. The separate account will be for Kelly scaling, for getting rich. Bro, no, bro, I'm not gonna ever, I really don't want to sell a mentorship. I really don't. Because I don't know. Like, if you're truly profitable, you don't need to, and I know it's already hard enough, but then again, I don't know. I really don't, I really hope I don't. I don't want to, because I want to just help people for free, honestly, but it's, yeah, that's just what I want, but, okay, let's just keep going. So, post-trade approval, yeah, bro, I liked it, and I would take it again. Why? Because we were delivering from an NDOG, we had a 90-minute SMT. Yeah, like I said, I don't want a mentorship. I want to help people for free, bro. That's my dream. It's just because I know when I first started, everything was paid, bro. Everything was paid, and it's like, why can't someone just help me, bro? I was so upset, man. I'm still upset. Like, everything is gate kept and paid. Jake, seriously, can I join the waitlist for my mentorship? My mentorship is going to be free, and it's going to come out August 2028. And it's going to be 1,000 episodes. I've already thought of it. You can make a fortune creating quizzes. Gary, you're so funny. Nah, but here's the thing. Like, the reason I say that is, like, I've kind of, like, I'm partly serious. Like, I want to do a mentorship after I've, like, become really, really good at trading. I don't want to do it when I'm still getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make the mentorship after I've kind of, like, really mastered the craft. And that'll probably be in, like, 2 or 3 years, you know? So that's why I say I'd do a mentorship then, and it would be free. That's what I'm saying. But that's why. Yeah, I'd rather just help people, man. If I'm making money from trading for real, full time, I mean, I just wanna have that stability from trading. I don't need to be ripping other people off who are struggling, because honestly, it's not worth the Lambo. I'd rather just, I don't know. I know what it's like to be a struggling trader who wants to learn and having no one help them. I mean, it just sucks. It sucks. Okay, anyway, guys, let's keep going. So, yeah, the day was Wednesday. We got a nice stub here. What time did this occur at? This occurred 9:51, right going into the macro. Clean, guys. The Volt mentorship, bro. Oh my. You are funny. The Vol mentorship. That, I mean, once again, like, the reason I say 1,000 episodes is because whenever I do make a mentorship that's free, like, I want it to be the most complete and holistic mentorship on all of trading that has ever existed. Like, I want it to be, like, I want it to cover everything. Like, every little intricate little detail. I want everything in that mentorship. And that no other mentorship will be like it whenever I do make a mentorship. And it's going to be free. That's my dream. Can it just be for us OGs? It's going to be for everyone. So yeah, it's going to be for you too. Okay, yeah, did I save this? Alright, let's draw this out so you guys kind of see what the idea was, right? We had the New Day opening gap. You guys saw how excited I got when we reacted off of that, right? I was super hyped. I was like, yo, New Day opening gap reaction with 90-minute SMT. This got me pumped. I was like, okay, we're going into the macro. This is very obvious, right? This is very obvious. We reacted off the end dog. Whenever we get a reaction off the end dog going into a macro, I'm like, okay, this is clean. So we ended up getting SMT on the 90-minute with this low, I think. What low was it? It must have been on YM. Well, did we get SMT with YM? Must have been with YM. Everyone unsubscribe now. But it's for you too. It's for you too. The mentorship's for everyone. What? You know what though? We had a SMT with these lows. So we had quite a big SMT actually. So partial 6-hour SMT. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize how clean this trade was. But we have partial 6-hour SMT. And then we have 90-minute SMT here. Block him. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, well, I thought there was SMT here, but maybe these was equal lows. That was like part of the whole confluence was that there was SMT. That was like the part of the whole confluence was that there's SMT there, and I guess there was just equal lows. Well, okay, there was SMT, but then I didn't see that we ended up creating equal lows after. Whatever. I'm officially making an executive decision that Dodgy's wrong and that equal lows are SMT. Officially making the executive decision as of right now because I do what makes sense, and that's what makes sense. Like, clearly this was even though this was equal lows, it worked out, so I'm making an executive decision. Okay, so 90-minute, 6-hour. And then, yeah, at this point, we ended up 30-second in change in state, and we also had a 5-minute gap here. So this was the gap that I was using. Actually, no, I'd use this one. So this gap. But either way, I could just quickly interpret like, yeah, there's a 5-minute fair value gap there. Like, that's kind of in my head. I quickly interpreted that. Like, yo, there's a 5-minute gap here. And then Man, it's actually crazy. There was a lot of confluences. Session distribution level. Oh, I meant the opening range distribution level. So there actually, it's crazy how many more confluences that you'll see. Yeah, and then, yeah, 5 minute for value gap. Then we have a sweep of these lows. And the nice thing about this was it was below 730 true open. And that was very important for me. I wanted to see that 730 true open get taken. So partial. So this 6 hour one was partial. But this 90-minute one was full. It was the real deal. You're still in the shorts? Dude. You're cooking. You're cooking. Okay, and then I was going to say we're below 922 as well. That's right. So yeah, we were below 922. So we're below the 90-minute cycle true open. Dodgy's going to get you. What? What, because I used a change in state instead of a inversion for value gap? So we swept out this low. So this was manipulation. You think so? Honestly, I could see it. Nice, nice. So yeah, 5 minute gap. Just gotta make this look nice here. Let's actually make this smaller, just for the effects. Sometimes you just do things for effects. Like this. Imagine like people will be like, "Wow, that's pretty cool," right? And then the 30-second change in state out of this 5 minute. And then obviously all this became low resistance. We're below 922 as well. So 5 minute gap. Man, I could have really held this. I just didn't. It's hard to see all the confluences in the moment. It's really hard. So yeah, what did I do here? Basically, we got the 30-second change in state. I actually entered within this wick. Dude, what a beautiful trade. And why did I mark that out? I don't need that. That was the first presented for value gap. $10 a.m. manipulation. We never got it. We never got it. Oh wow, we're past 11:10. That's okay. Okay, almost done here. Man, I really could have held this longer, but I was a little baby. But that's okay. Sometimes we just gotta focus on becoming better traders and not being perfect traders, right? It's okay. So yeah, then I went like this, entry on that wick. And then something like that. That was the trade. So do you guys see AMD? Okay, how can I make this not look so ugly? Because right now it's kind of looking ugly. I might just adjust this. There we go. Now that doesn't look as bad. And then let's adjust this. Let's actually curve this a little bit. Just gotta make it look all pretty. All pretty and sexy. Bang. And then yeah, this was it. That was a trade. Bang. I wonder if we used the 22-minute true open as well. Yeah, so 952 guys, 952 opens, we manipulate, and then that's perfect entry. That's pretty cool. Dodgy just dropped a video calling himself the GOAT. Really? Bruh. Okay. Now, obviously, it could have held it longer, but sometimes we just got to take a dub. Oh my gosh, get out of the way. Okay, so they took this live, 9:51. Flow state retest. Oh, I guess it was a flow state retest. And then it was a 5-minute gap aligning with a 30-second change in state. Okay. Almost done. Once again, I'm too lazy to explain the trade on Twitter. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. I have to go. I literally have to go. I don't have time to explain it. The trade explains itself. Nope, that's not the right thing. Just saw TJR's loss. I think he needs dodgy mentorship on IPGs. Oh my gosh. We'll have to watch it. We'll have to see what his trade was. Okay. So we're done with the journal entry. Let's go ahead and put it in Reflect IQ. This doesn't hopefully Reflect IQ doesn't take nearly as long nicely because I already have all the information. Dang, Javier, bro, you're cooking. You're cooking. Javier's cook. What a great day. What a great day. So up 1.3 R. So what's 200 times 1.3? 260. There we go. Bang. Okay. So we put that in. Oh, I gotta switch this to flow state retest because it wasn't a close. I thought it was a flow state close, but it was a flow state retest. It was just a very quick, like I entered it kind of like a flow state close, but I entered it on a retest, letting it run. Dang, Javier, you might actually cook with this one. You might cook. And you already are cooking. Alright, let's post it. Dang, bro. That is clean. Alright. I don't want to have to type up too much. So I'm just going to put 101 today. 951 flow state retest W, or I'll just call it W. Here, I'll put a few notes. Oh, I forgot to mark it was in the macro. Alright, there we go. Saving that, posting it. Let's go. Bang. Okay, guys, everyone go like that. Everyone please go like it. I need more likes and followers on Twitter. If you can't tell, I'm desperate for followers on Twitter, bro. Why do I only have 200? And most of them are fake, bro. Most of my followers aren't even real. I'm pretty sure. Because people keep on following me. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. What a great day. Massive W today for Javier, for I think Shaney took a W, and for me. So, great day. I'll see you guys.